I have friends from all the faiths, all the major faiths. We work together, we walk together. It's a great experience. I think to me, this is the best thing happened to me. When you come to know others, then they never stay as other, they become your own. And that oneness, that union, that harmony, that love, that gives me so much to share with others, and I always cherish those moments, whether it's His Holiness the Dalai Lama, or whether it's the chief of imams, or whether it's chief of other religions. I have seen amazing, beautiful souls they are, and that is my experience. And being together is the best moment of my life.
Great. But it still makes a difference if you rub shoulders with people who were brought up in other spiritual traditions, and if you together face challenging and interesting questions that matter to how people can live good lives, then that starts a process where prejudices go away, where new insights are born, and where basically hope is born. But you need to keep together both the theory of dialogue, so to speak, but also what I would like to call diapraxis, actually the action to promote just, peaceful and reconciled life.
I think we're all growing up in a time that calls for all of us to now not be lost in political correctness, but to really search in one's own self, that if you feel strongly about the future and the harmony of the world, then there is a responsibility each one of us has. And that responsibility is to develop better understanding. But a better understanding can't be had just spontaneously. I think it has to be effort-based. There has to be exchange, clear communication, humility. Tremendous humility is needed to be good listeners rather than to constantly talk about how good you are.
Enriches us when we allow ourselves to be made curious by it, when we allow it to force us to ask ourselves questions and to ask questions of the person we're with. When you meet someone who has a very different view of the world, if you get to know them reasonably well, I think you can get to the point of saying, look, but why do you look at things like this? Because within us, I hope, there's always the sense there's more to learn. There's always the sense that perhaps I'm not seeing the world exactly as I ought to see it. Perhaps my vision of the world can be corrected, tweaked, shaped a little by the difference I encounter in someone else. That doesn't mean compromising on my own deeply held faith, but it does mean allowing for the fact that I haven't got everything right in every way. And I think that's, I'm just thinking of the dinner I had with the chief rabbi last week. You know, he was expressing a view at one point, and I've been thinking about it ever since. And thinking, why do I not take that aspect of life more seriously? Maybe I'm just missing out on something. Maybe I need to think more about this. So that's what I mean by reality, not obstacle. It doesn't mean you don't relate. It means you can relate very, very deeply. But the reality is something that is solid in your conversation, and that you hold together as something really important, and therefore allow it to have an impact on you.